Hello, I am the Royal Australian, and this is a derpy walkthrough of Legacy of the Duelist. Or in this case, it's a remake of it, because the first time I tried to do so, and I still have the drive that the data is on, which is corrupt by the way, the drive that I had the recordings on for the previous time I tried to record this game is completely destroyed. It destroyed itself. No spin up at all. So I've got a dead drive on my coffee table right now commemorating my, well, what ultimately became a success for the YouTube channel. This is Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution Remastered, or in this case, Redux. And we're going to go through the whole entire game from top to bottom, Yu-Gi-Oh! To Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Yes, there's not links or V-Rains in this game, because this is an older 2014 game. Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution didn't come out until 2021, so, well, it might not have come out until 2021. It might have come out in 2017. I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen. But either way, I do hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to play all of the tutorials, and we're going to ensure that we get to know the game first in order to, before we complete the game. So we're going to do everything using both characters' decks, forward and backwards duels. And this one here, we're going to play as a tutorial rather than a normal duel. So into the Yu-Gi-Oh! To begin with, we go. And I'll do a little bit of narration alongside of this series. So if you guys would like to see more of this type of, remastering, because I've got another project. I have my hilarious derpy walkthrough of my Crisis series in two separate playlists, by the way. The first one was absolutely hilarious to make, and due to the fact that sometimes the microphone wasn't even plugged in. So, and then it was derpy in the end. Some people actually enjoyed it. The most views I've gotten on a Crisis walkthrough video so far was 84, which was pretty good. That's okay. Let's create some derp chaos in this walkthrough. By the way, you would have noticed in the descriptions that I have replaced one or two of the links. The reason for this is very simple. I was exploited. So I'll no longer be partnering with Shoppies/TikTok Mall again. So the only link you'll see down there is my Kraken referral, so to speak, to replace it. Sorry, no, my GoMining referral, so that you can replace it, that it has replaced it. So please do not click on the TikTok Mall link. I'm no longer partnered with them, or working with them as a store clerk or manager. The reason being is because they're not registered, and I don't work with unregistered companies. So Ovex Incorporated, unless you fix your stuff, or TikTok Mall in this case, unless you fix your problems, unfortunately, I'm not going to be working with you, and you can safely clear my store and return my money. Anyway, shape or form, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this walkthrough with the partnership alert out the way. Let's get started. Loading Yu-Gi-Oh! Repositories and histories. The story of Yugi begins at Domino High School, where Duel Monsters, the hottest card game in the world, was all the rage. By the way, this was in 1996, just FYI, ladies and gentlemen. Yugi was the best duelist around, and his friends Joey wanted to... Pardon me. Let's rewind that bit. Yugi was the best duelist around, and his friend Joey Wheeler wanted desperately to learn how to duel as well. That was very bad narrating. Sorry, ladies and gents. So, our history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Starts with Yugi teaching the rules of Duel Monsters to Joey, as their friends Taya and Tristan watch. Hey Joey! That's the Joey! It's your turn! Isn't he cute when he's thinking? Hey Tristan! Yugi here's teaching me how to play Duel Monsters. Dueling Monsters? Duel Monsters, yeah, Nimrod! They've been at it for hours. Joey's starting to get the hang of the game, but Yugi's like an expert. Okay, Yugi, it's time to duel. What a stirring intro. INF N8 can sure spin a tail. Sorry, sure can spin a tail. Greetings, Duelist. I am IN4 M8, part of the virtual game simulator. I have been programmed to teach you the proper dueling rules and best practices. So let's get started and walk you through the basics. In this scenario, you'll be taking on the role of the legendary Yugi, facing off against the not quite as legendary Joe Wheeler. Excuse me, Joey Wheeler was the literal legend of the time. He was so chaotic. So funny. Best duelist around. Firstly, let's learn how to summon a monster. Monsters are summoned into the monster zone. Monsters can be summoned in attack or set to the monster zone in defense. A monster in attack position is placed vertically, and a monster in defense position is placed horizontally and face down. Let's set a monster. Select the dragon dwelling in the cave and set it face down to the field in defense position. Now, let's open the phase menu and select end phase. Got a big ass booty. Look at that, 2000 defense. Oh. Now, with this being a remaster, ladies and gentlemen, you'll learn that you're not going to get many cards. Sorry, you'll learn that I'm not getting any cards. That's because I've already completed the game. This is a remaster, so therefore it's played from the ground up. Congratulations, you survived your first attack. You might have noticed that Joey attacked you and wound up hurting himself. Let me explain what happened. When a monster attacks a defense position monster, the attacker's attack value is compared to the monster's defense value. If the attacking monster has a lower value, the attacker's owner takes damage equal to the difference. If the attacking monster has a greater value, the defending monster is destroyed. Next, we will play a spell, a trap card. These cards are played in the spell and trap zone. Green spell cards can be played right away, but most can only be played in your main phase 1 or 2. You can also set it and activate it at a later time. Let's activate this card. Pink trap cards can be activated during your turn and during your opponent's turn, but you must set them face down on the field first. You cannot activate a trap card in the same turn you set it, but you can activate it at any time after the start of the opponent's turn. That is misleading. And I'll tell you when I start my walkthrough of Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, guys. Let's set your trap card. Call the Haunted. Now, let's get ready to attack. Let's switch the dragon dwelling in the cave into attack position. Now let's summon Ninkendog in attack position, so you have another monster out that can attack Joey. Attack is set up. Let's switch the battle phase and attack. Attack Blazing Impaki with your Ninkendog. If an opponent does not have any monsters, your opponents can attack your opponent's life points directly. Let's do this. Although in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, way back in '96, this was not allowed. From 1996 to 2003, monsters could not attack directly. Ladies and gentlemen, so this brief history in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules for you from my time. 3 years out, and I was playing, and I played the game in Sim for 3 years. Attack Joey directly now, with the dragon dwelling in the cave. Now it's end your turn. Joey doesn't stand a chance. Let's clear its clock. On this turn, we will summon another monster. Up until now, you've only used monsters level 4 or below. In order to summon a monster that is level 5 or 6, you must tribute one monster. Sending a monster on your side of the field to the graveyard to summon a higher level monster is called a tribute summon. Let's tribute summon Gravicross Dragon now. As you can see, you must tribute one monster to tribute summon this monster. Let's choose Ninkendog as your tribute. Ooh. If you read the card description on the right, on the left there, you can see your Gravitas Dragon has an effect you can trigger. Let's do that now. Let's use Gravitas Dragon's effect and send Banner of Courage to the graveyard to destroy Joey's face down card. Oh. Now, let's change the effect of Call the Haunted to bring back Nintendo from the graveyard. I wanted you to activate Rush Recklessly from the hand. Let's chain the effect of Call of the Haunted with the effect of Rush Recklessly, and select your Dragon Dwelling in the Cave to boost its attack to 2000. Now we are ready to attack. Let's clobber him. Bonk. Bonk. Let's finish him off. Bonk. What? A card that powerful totally wipes me out. Well, you stick at this game, Joey. You did fine, Joey. I just have better cards. My grandpa owns a game shop. I get all my best cards from him. You own a game shop? What are we waiting for? Let's go. Okay, but maybe I can even get my grandpa to show us the super rare card he's got. The super rare card he's got. Little did they know, someone was listening in on their conversation. Someone who was looking for a very rare card to add to his collection. Rare card. Let's take a look at this game shop. You may have noticed I didn't get any cards because I've already completed the game. So, that'll end this episode. I'll start the next one as soon as this video gets some kind of views or something like that. All videos get recorded to my PS4 storage and they get uploaded directly to the internet. If you guys want to join me on my endeavors, my crypto endeavors, etc., you can check out my links in the description below. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. God bless you. Godspeed and all that. And hope you guys have wonderful days, evenings, and nights. Thank you for watching. The Royal Australian signing off.